Good morning. It's Friday, which is really exciting. March 27th, I believe. I really got to keep track better of the date. Yes, it is March 27th. Today we are continuing on with our journal prompts, which some of you were showing me in Zoom, which I love, and I was super excited. You also have a simple solutions to do today. So at the end of the day, I'm going to go in and do add to my Google Slides presentation where I'm showing you all the work for the simple solutions. Hopefully you can go in there and take a peek at those and let me know how you're doing and if your team would have won any points. Let's take a peek at the grammar for the day. Transitions. Okay, you guys can do that. And main idea, we talked about main ideas so much. You guys are experts. You're going to do a great job on that. Piece of cake. I have no worries about that today. Also, today you have to read chapter 13, which is the last chapter of Bridge to Terabithia, and add your vocabulary to your Google Doc. After you finish your chapter 13 vocabulary, you can click that little turn in up in the corner, and that's your way of kind of handing your paper. It's like, you know how in class I always say pink bin it or blue bin it, turn it in, boom, that will go right to me. And I can check it and I can give you a grade for that vocabulary, that you've been doing a great job, that you've been spotting those words that either you didn't know or you thought people in your class wouldn't know. And then you've been looking them up and giving me the page number so I could peek at them too. What else do we have? We are moving on in Zearn. That's probably the biggest thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. We are moving on to estimating quotients when we're dividing decimals, and just think about what that means, estimating quotients. So we're going to kind of be using not exact numbers, and quotients is something that happens when you divide. So a while ago, I keep a little note sheet. We talked about this kind of symbol, right? And it means equals about. So that's what they're going to use today in the Zearn video. And I just didn't want anybody freaking out in case you didn't remember. And so what I love so much about Zearn, and I know what drives you guys nuts because it sometimes takes time, is they are going to walk you right through the thought process. And it's going to teach you how to be Mrs. White's favorite math word, reasonable. Does your answer make sense? And they're going to show you kind of how to do this. And I went through it this morning, and they show you through bar diagrams. They show you through pictures. They make you stop every step and kind of look at what you're doing. So it's a great process. And I promise you, if you just listen to what they're doing and do it step by step, you're going to really do great at this. Once again, you're watching for those patterns as we go and we multiply by 10 or we divide by 10. We've already talked about this. What happens to our decimal point? Think about our pattern sheet. What happens as we increase the number of zeros to the decimal point? So be thinking about that. That's Zearn lesson 25. You were all set up to start that if you finish Zearn lesson 24. If you didn't finish lesson Zearn 24, you need to contact me, please. If it's that you can't log into Zearn or that you're having a problem with completing the lesson, I have to know what's going on. You guys have to be in touch with me so that I can grade you fairly. Let's see. Last but not least, we have science. We are reading the article, Los Angeles Needs More Rain, and you are answering 4 questions. I know the article is kind of long, but stick through it. I picked them specifically because they go with our water cycle unit, and I'm trying to gather up some supplies to do the lab that I was going to do with you guys in class, but I can't exactly run to a store, and get stuff, so I'm kind of trying to put some stuff together, and we'll see if I can get that done. So I will see you all at the 11 o'clock Zoom meeting. Have a great day.